The Dear Agency specializes in helping you understand your coverage before you need it. We offer all lines of personal and commercial insurance, including auto, home, and life. Contact Dawn Deere at 210-507-2169 and visit us at 7529 North Loop 1604 in Live Oak, Texas, or farmersagent.com/ddeer.
Are you pregnant and alone? You have options. The Sanctuary of Hope offers expectant mothers ages 12 to 22 a place to live, medical care, counseling, continued education, and options to raise your baby in a loving environment or help you with adoption. We want to help provide you and your baby with a bright future. Call us or email us today and let's walk through this together. 210-499-1554 or sohcares.org. All inquiries are confidential.
You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again, and today, man, we have a special artist. Her name is Tracy Cruz, and if you don't know about her, man, she has so many big things that she's done already in the music industry. She is killing it. She's doing big things. She has awards. And before we go too deep in her bio, I just want to first welcome her to the show and say, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
So, man, before we get too deep into all the amazing things that you're doing in the music industry, let's tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I'm a singer, songwriter, recording and performing artist, as well as a vocal coach.
And when it comes to music, when did you get started? What inspired you to get into music?
I started at a very early age. I was about, I would say, really, really young, like 2 years old, singing, because my grandmother and mother, they were both singers. And so I pursued music at a very early age. I joined choirs and band from elementary school to college. I joined competitions as a preteen throughout my teenage years as well. And I decided to make a career out of it around college, during my early college years.
And when you decided that this is something that you can do for a living, man, how was that journey like? Because we all know it's not easy to, number one, be in the music industry. But for your experience, what was the process like for you transitioning to that professional status?
It was a lot of work. You had to make sure you knew what your sound was like and how you wanted to present yourself as an artist. And also, building up a community as well, a community of supporters and a community of musicians and singers and creatives. So it took many years of hard work, time, energy, and to trying to solidify an established career. And I'm still learning and I'm still trying to grow. And so the process never ends. You're always learning something new. You're always connecting with other people. You're always networking, building. So it's an ongoing process. The learning never stops.
And I mean, when it comes to music awards, you gather more than, 25 music awards? Is that the number?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, see, so someone listening right now, they're probably going to be asking you, what's the secret sauce? Because we all know hard work pays off for everything. But for you, having so many awards and having this much success, I mean, even teaching all that, what is it that gets you to that level where you're able to be not just treated as respect for your almost, legendary status, but just having that mindset of, hey, this is something I'm doing professionally. What is some of the things that you can get to our audience as far as how you've been able to reach that level?
It's all about consistency and also making sure that you treat others with respect and kindness. What you give is what you get.
True.
So if you nurture your art, it'll give back to you in some form or fashion. It may not it might not, be an immediate response, but it'll happen, throughout the years, like of hard work and consistency and just getting back up every time you fall, because the music industry is not an easy field to be in. You have to make sure that you stay encouraged and you stay in a community of those people that inspire you and encourage you. And also you want to make sure that you're always studying and giving back too. Giving back is really important as well.
And speaking of giving back, we have people in our circle who influence our goals to go to the next step, to go to the next level, who's been the kind of people in your circle that has helped you go to the next level as far as mentorship and as far as just people in your peers?
Yeah, there are so many people I can name, especially my family. Like, my family are really, really supportive. I give so much love and gratitude to my parents, because they were the ones who really motivated me, to pursue this career. And they still do. Like, they know that I love music and I love teaching. And so my parents, they really pushed me to keep going. And I would say my children, I know they're young, but they've taught me so much patience and just being thankful for simple things, and also just making sure that I lead a good example for them and also for my students as well. So, there's a lot of, wonderful people that have inspired me, that have encouraged me, and that, continue to help me through. Like, right now I have, colleagues and really good friends that encourage me, like my best friend Leland Kane, she's a Bay Area artist. My friend Marco Montoya, he's a smooth jazz musician. They keep me grounded, and I can go to them for guidance, because they're going through, situations that I'm going through or have gone through before. So, and also my guitarist, Julian Hoover, I can always, talk to him about the challenges that I face and vice versa. So there's, right now, there has been, 3 people that I've talked to, consistently, not just about music, but about life. And, they go hand in hand sometimes. Like, when you're going through some trying times, it's hard to be creative. So, it's important to lean on to your peers to give you that boost, because they know it. They know what you're going through, and I know what they're going through. So when they need my help and they need my guidance and encouragement, I'm there. And, it's the love and support is, they're reciprocated, amongst me and my peers, my good friends. So it's really important to have that support system. And also my boyfriend too, Aru Dyer, like, he's really supportive of my career. He knows the ups and downs that I go through, and he's like, I'll give you your space, to do what you need to do. And, I trust that you'll get through it.
And once again, you listen to I Am Refocused Radio, talking to Tracy Cruz, and all about her music and all about her life. When it comes to you teaching, that is something that a lot of music artists, music professionals, they do, because we mentioned about giving back to people. And as far as the music community, what are some of the things that you do for the music community as far as giving lessons and stuff? And how can people contact you as far as like, hey, I want to learn as much as I can?
Yeah, so I offer singing, songwriting, performance lessons. I also offer music artist consultations. They can always reach me at my website, tracycruzmusic.com, TracyCruzmusic.com. They can go to my contact page, leave me a message, email me, and I respond right away. So, they'll be hearing from me very soon if they respond. If they contact me and reach out to me.
Yeah, because you do not just consultations, but you talk about music performance and just all the experience that you collected throughout the years. speaking of that, let's give them a little teaser for the listening audience. When it comes to performing on stage, when it comes to almost wearing all these different hats, because it's like a business, you treat it like a business, what are some of the things that you will encourage those to understand, especially if they're trying to grow in the music industry?
You have to make sure you dedicate time to practicing, even if it's just 20 to 30 minutes a day. You can go so far with, honing your skills and making sure that you get rest and sleep. And, it's sometimes hard to get rest and get that balance, but that's needed because you don't want to be burnt out. If you're wearing all these hats, you want to make sure you have energy to do what you need to do versus, going on autopilot. And sometimes, when we're tired, we go on autopilot and we're not giving our all. So it's important to get that balance and that rest so that you can give it 100%.
And speaking of giving them 100%, the times we're in right now, there's so many people who they're pushing themselves to be in the creative space. There's a lot of music artists. I know a couple of music professionals who they telling me not too long ago that basically due to COVID, there's a lot of people streaming online. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, doing a lot of different services and different ways of being able to connect with people because everyone is being safe and everyone's at home or everyone's just separated, How have you been able to adapt to that as far as using marketing online and performing maybe online to your fans and to potential new listeners?
I had to adapt. I had to make sure I had the proper equipment, the proper lighting, make sure I devote, my time and my energy and my efforts. It takes a lot to teach online. It is convenient because you don't have to worry about traffic and the weather and parking. I've taught for 5 years online, to vocal lessons to a few students, but I didn't have to go full on. Like now I have over 30 students that I have to teach 4 days a week, sometimes 7 to 8 hours a day. And you have to adapt to that. You have to prepare yourself to be, on FaceTime or Zoom for the next several hours. And, you use a lot of, mental energy, at the end of, each day you're tired. You just want quiet, or you just want to go to sleep. But, I definitely had to adapt, with my equipment and also, learning how to use it because it requires a certain type of setup to make sure that, the sound and the lighting and just, just the visuals and the audio is really clear. So, it is all about adapting. And, this is the new norm. You have all these virtual workshops and lessons and concerts, that are happening everywhere or around the world, at any time. So you have to just be prepared to use different platforms and different equipment.
And when you are seeing how people have reacted to the music industry, it's a ton of people listening to music now. I mean, that's how a lot of people are passing time. And when you see how you have all these different opportunities to reach people in different ways because of the circumstances, what are some of the things that you believe is an opportunity for people in the music industry, especially moving forward in the future, as we don't know when all this COVID is going to pass away and go away? So what do you see in the near future in the music industry, how we will continue to move forward?
Yeah, I think that everything, happening online now, there's room for growth, not only through lessons and not only through performances, but connecting with people. People are having Zoom meetings and Zoom meetups and parties and all of that. So, I think that it's a great way to connect with people from all parts of the world, and have that ongoing community offline and online, which is nice, because I feel like we've always been, sort of, busy. We going to work, going to school, tending to our, daily personal responsibilities and professional responsibilities. But I think that with this pandemic, you know, it kind of reset everything, or it gave us like a pause button to just really reflect and adapt to a lot of different changes, and, you know, using different technology, you know, for just advancing our platforms, or, you know, growing our platforms. And so I think that moving forward, you know, the whole virtual experience is going to grow and help us expand to sharing our art in different avenues.
And like I said, if you want to go to her website and see all the music awards and nominations, just go to tracycruzmusic.com, because it'll take me almost 30 minutes to list and name everything you've been nominated for, and also award winner. When you see the success that you have as an artist, as a music professional, what advice, someone listening right now and they're like, man, how do I even get started? What advice would you tell someone what they should do today so that they can get themselves in the best position to be successful tomorrow?
Yeah, I would say, you know, study your favorite singers, musicians, you know, entrepreneurs, just creatives in the industry. Make sure you devote time, you know, to nurturing your art. And, you know, it's going to take some time to get to where you are. But, you know, if you're consistent, you know, you'll move forward. Like, you won't ever go back if you're consistent. And, you know, make sure that you support other people too. You know, it's not a solo effort. You know, the more people you help, the more people you inspire and connect with, you know, not only will your friendships blossom, but your network will grow. You know, it's all about building relationships, but make sure those relationships are genuine. You know, seek help, you know, from a mentor. You know, that's really important too. Like, if you know somebody that has been in the industry for a really long time, reach out to them, especially if you know them, or if your family or friend knows them. It's good to get advice from those that, you know, are seasoned and that have been in the business for a really long time. You might not even pick up, you know, that information from just, you know, reading or watching. You know, they may have some inside information that, you know, no one can tell you but them. So it's good to talk to, you know, a mentor, you know, or a person that has been in the industry for a really long time. And also, you know, I would say, you know, just be yourself. You know, don't try to fit yourself in a box, or, you know, define yourself by what other people are telling you to do, or, you know, who to be, because you won't be happy. You won't be happy as an artist. You might get lost, you know, in the journey if you listen to too many voices. It's okay to be open to feedback and, you know, advice and all of that, but make sure you carve yourself as an artist, carve your art. Make sure it's genuine, and, you know, treat everybody with kindness and respect. Like, that's really important. Like, you can have great talent, but you have to make sure you have a great attitude as well, because you're going to be really difficult to work with, and you want to be easy to work with.
Yeah, I mean, that's key. Once again, we're talking to Tracy Cruz. Go to tracycruzmusic.com. In the time we had left, when you are building your career, you've been through the journey, you've been through the tough times, and you're living the life, is what they would say, as far as chasing your dream. What would you say to the audience that you have learned the most in your time, in your process, in your journey being a music professional?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Resilience. You know, like I said, being a music artist, being an independent music artist it's rough. It's rough because, you know, you don't have the backing of a label. You don't, you know, financially, and also maybe, you know, as far as having a team. You know, sometimes you can't just focus on your art because you're juggling all of these different responsibilities as an artist. So you can get burnt out, you know, overwhelmed and you know, possibly stressed and frustrated. But resilience, like, you have to make sure that even though it gets really hard and you want to give up, like you have to keep going because you've devoted so much of your life into your craft, into your career. And so why give up if you invested all of that, all of yourself, to trying to pursue what you love to do. So yeah, definitely resilience, because there have been many times where I wanted to give up. Like, this is so expensive. This is time consuming. This is stressful. I don't know if I want to do this anymore because of, just the pressure of the industry, the stress, at times. But I reflect and remind myself that I've been through so much, but I've gone, through this path for so long. Like, why not just keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more, because the only way forward is you moving forward.
Yeah,
there's so many times where life hits everybody, but it's really up to how you react to it, because opportunity is everywhere. You just got to go. And especially in today's world, you can't wait. You just have to move and just have a plan and keep going until something happens.
Most definitely.
When you are in the position of winning, you talk about giving back, talk about all the things that you have gone through with your music career. Was that one thing you hope that people who support your music, people who hear your music for the first time, what's the thing you want them to take away? What message would you want to get across?
I would want them to feel joy. Like, I want them to feel joy in a sense where, they can go back to music and know that music is there, not just for entertainment, but, music is there for your peace and for your healing. And, I feel like, music is just such a powerful tool. Like, we listen to music all the time, and we have so many reasons why we listen to music. But music is a life changer. So I hope and I pray that when people listen to my music, or, in general, they listen to music, that they have a safe haven. They have a way to escape, the harsh realities of life. Like, they have comfort in music. So that's what I hope that, my music and music in general brings.
And last question, I'm going to let you go. What would you say is your favorite song? I know it's probably a hard question because you get so many awards, but if you had to choose, what would you choose as your favorite song you ever done?
I would say Golden Soul, because I dedicate that to my children, Kyle and Kalia. Like, that is a reminder for them to, be themselves, to shine their light and their passion for life to others, and make a difference in this world. Like, when I'm not here, they can still listen to that song and know that I'm speaking to them, from the heart. And so that song, Golden Soul, that is my favorite because it's for my children.
Well, once again, you listen to I'm Refocused Radio, talking to Tracy Cruz. Go to tracycruzmusic.com, find out more information, and how can they find you on social media if they want to follow you?
Yeah, you could just find me under Tracy Cruz, TracyCruz music. Sometimes it's separated and sometimes it's combined. But as long as you find me through that handle, you can find me on all the social media platforms.
Well, you've been listening to me, your host, Shamaya Reed, and talking to our special guest, Tracy Cruz. Go to tracycruzmusic.com. And like we say on every single show on I'm Refocused Radio, keep God first, stay focused, and peace.
Hi, San Antonio. Need a barber? Visit our good friend Rico Rodriguez, the owner of Rockefeller's Barbershop in San Antonio, Texas, 1733 Babcock Road, and book your appointment today by calling 210-782-5188.